Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to City Skylines and new Gruntings. Can someone recommend some good hearing protection? All the noise is driving me crazy. Oh, shush. Noise isn't that big of a deal, you're just being a big baby. Alright, a couple things we have to address right away. We are very low on some of our water supply, and getting another pumping station or two would certainly help with that, so maybe another large water pumping station right around over... I don't know, down over here? Sure, this should be fine, and we'll need to get some more sewage treatment. Maybe right down over here by the dam. This is where it's all gonna go anyway, we all know it to be true. But okay, so that should solve some of our immediate issues, I think. Get online, please. There we go. It's a little bit better. Not perfect, but it's better. Alright, so, now that we've got a lot of our basics down as far as our education facilities and a lot of our industries and so on, I think we're reaching a point where I just want to expand a lot. Get that population up nice and high so we can unlock the megalopolis at 60,000 population. Then I will have access to everything, including the international airport and the really awesome monuments. Plus, we'll be able to buy out these last couple of tiles. So, that's my goal today. Expand like absolute mad lads. There we go, some nice little roads down over here, closer to the dam, taking over a couple of these different islands and stuff. Lots of different highway connections to make sure everyone gets extremely confused about where to go in my city. That's not usually the best strategy, but in this case, it is also the most fun. It's going to take a little while for some of these islands to properly populate, though. They're getting a little bit of progress here, but I mean, they're kind of far away from the rest of the city, so... These might become rather major population hubs eventually, but it's going to take some time. The Telsior oil fields has reached level 4. Okay, we now have waste oil refining plant, the large oil drilling rig, the maintenance building, the crude tank farm, and a petroleum refinery. Lots of fun things we can do down there. Do I actually want to take advantage of any of it, though? That's the question. Let's see. For our storage buildings, not worried about that. Refineries. So what does the waste oil do here? Waste oil refining plant is a processing which requires oil to produce special good petroleum. It doesn't really say what it's for exactly. I mean, I know what it's for, but how is this different exactly from the pyrolysis plant? I was thinking if it being waste oil, like maybe it captures like, I don't know, some waste oil that otherwise would be dumped and maybe reduces pollution or something like that. Doesn't look like that is the case though. Does give us quite a few extra workplaces, but it's pretty darn pollutant. Yeah, I'm not sure that I want this. Of course, these new living areas absolutely deserve some additional metro options, so let's see if we can't place down a few intelligent stops. Say one over there, and maybe just one in every kind of major center? Sure, something like this might work. Oh, while I was working on that, it looks like New Gruntings University got recognized, so we have some extra attractiveness, plenty... Oh god, an unholy number of students. Well, that's fun. Academic works, and we get a whole bunch of new buildings. Awesome. I will happily go and add those in later. Looks like the Hall of Laser Marks is still sort of struggling by. Nothing really changed there, and the Lucis Technical School has lost some students to the university, but overall, I still think that that is a net gain for me. And Muffin Crater has also leveled up to level 3. Cool, now we have bigger campsites, a lookout tower, a couple of them actually, and a lean-to shelter. Who'd want to live in a lean-to shelter? I don't know, probably can think of a few people if I really try. Alright, so we gotta upgrade this and the university. Let's start with the university. So we have access to like a cafeteria and stuff now, right? So let's see, we do have more outdoor study places. Okay, more futsal. Gymnasium I think was new. Cafeteria was definitely new, that could be helpful. Kids like to eat. You know, in my alma mater, we were known for having, like, the best food in the country as far as, like, universities went. That was our reputation for a good long while. Now, I think someone else may have claimed that crown since then, but I'll tell you what, I did not go hungry as a college kid. Not a little bit. Oh my gosh, I gained so much weight. And already we have enough students and campus attractiveness to get us to the next level. We're just going to be waiting on some academic works. I don't even think I've placed down one of these giant study areas, but I'm not sure that I need them, to be honest, and they don't look especially good anyway, so I'm kind of okay with leaving those off. Alright, university grows bigger. And now we go back to the Muffin Crater, which needs mostly just more people until it gets to the next level. It's already got plenty of entertainment value. So we could add nothing here, and that actually would be fine. Some of these large camping areas are, I think, too big. We're not going to be able to fit this. If I had made this into a giant nature preserve or something, then sure, but aside from that, no. So we're just going to go ahead and place down a handful of towers just so people can have a little look-see around if they so desire, and we're just going to leave it alone. And that alone was enough to get this up like another 600 points of entertainment value. So yeah, building a nature park, it turns out, is extremely easy. You just got to get yourself plenty of visitors. And if we wanted to lower, let's say, the ticket to entry or whatever, the cost of tickets, that would probably speed things up a little bit too if we wanted to. That said, I'm not really worried about it. I'm going to get rid of these disgusting incinerators. I'm tired of them. They don't do it for me. We can place down some recycling instead. Not that I don't already have an absolute ton of recycling to go around. It's just, you know, yuck. I'm tired of all that filthy smoke. Unfortunately, now we are definitely below in our garbage processing, so I need more. Looks like the Fields of Just have also leveled up, which means we get a park chessboard and a couple of piers. Well, piers don't exactly help me out now, do they? But a nice little Field of Just giant chessboard sounds like fun. There we go. Look at that. That does actually look kind of fun. Look at this guy walking around and moving the giant chess pieces. Who maintains this thing exactly? Feels a little elaborate and unnecessary. Also, question, why are all of your pieces pawns? I can't really tell easily down there, but it does not look at me like you have any knights or bishops or rooks or kings or queens or anything. Who plays chess with only pawns? While we ponder those questions, I am now a metropolis 46,000 population, which means I get access to some new areas. Also, we have access to airports. Beautiful. This should mean we get a heck of a lot more air traffic and tourism coming in. Let's go ahead and buy out our next tile. We'll do this one right here. Seems pretty affordable to me. And I think I'm going to go ahead and lay out this area right here to be our airport hub, as well as a lot of other transportation of goods. For example, we are already set up to our rail network. So if people want to just kind of fly in some goods and then hop on a train, they can do that and then still travel around the city without clogging up all the highways. So yeah, this is going to end up being my airport area. The question is, do I do it now? Or do I do it later? Because I would like to unlock the international airport. That would probably be better. What I could do, I suppose, temporarily, maybe not temporarily, but for a long time, have an airport somewhere out here, just a regular regional airport, and then out of that, we place an international airport down over here. Yeah, actually, I think that's a good idea. Let's do that. So maybe like right over here or something could work. Now, the problem with placing it here is we don't have much in the way of like noise canceling, so this could become a little bit tricky. Still, I think this is actually pretty reasonable. We just got to be careful not to place down a lot of zoning in this immediate area. What I could do is get rid of a bunch of these trees here and then deliberately place a whole lot more over here to try and create our own little natural sound barrier, or just populate this area with parks or something, you know? Places where people can't live, but we still get to use the space effectively. Okay, there we go. Pretty well set up, nice and out of the way. Good little regional airport just to get us some of that early air traffic. Very helpful if we do want to start turning this into a more, shall we say, touristy city? Yeah, that would be kind of nice. Let's keep the power lines safely away from the aircraft. Thank you very much. That should be okay. All right. Love it. Of course, it just occurred to me I haven't actually given a name to any districts down over here. We got to give it to somebody. Hang on. Let's get a larger area like so. These islands are going to be called... what should I call it? Let me see the patrons list. The Jumpers, after Johnny the Jumper. Thank you for your support. Okay, so now we have the Jumper Islands, basically. That's all they are. They're just kind of a hop, skip, and a jump between different places in the city. And Whisper Farms has just reached level 5, maximum levelage. Large grain storage, more pastures and fruit fields, also a food factory. All the processed foods you can eat. Now that we're sitting at almost half of our population being highly educated, I'm starting to think that maybe we can go ahead and start converting the Steinworks into that super high technology park that we had talked about before. What's it called? It's like the 4.0? Yeah, Industry 4.0. This does increase production, but reduces the number of workplaces rather substantially. That said, it's primarily for the well and highly educated citizens, which makes up, I think, like 60-70% of my population. So I think that this is going to be worth it. It's going to result in demolishing and replacing a lot of these factories, but if they start producing a lot more and far less pollution, I think that may be worthwhile. Another thing I think I might try doing, and this might end up being extremely expensive. If it's terrible, we'll turn it off. What if I require everybody to buy electric cars? This is going to cost me a fair chunk of money per vehicle per week, But if it works, it will greatly reduce the noise pollution. So let's see how that looks, and let's see what happens with my money. I imagine this is going to drop very precipitously in a moment. Yeah, going down, going down, going down. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be honest. Let's also encourage biking from people as much as we can. I would like people to stop creating as much noise pollution. We're also going to go ahead and turn on sustainable fishing because, and I guess we could also do dolphin safe fishing, but let's be honest. Where are the freaking dolphins here? I mean, I guess I could be surprised. Someone's probably going to leave a comment down below and be like, actually, there are lots of different types of river dolphins. Maybe, but it doesn't seem necessary for me. The point is, we're going to feel good about it. All right, so this should have been a massive expansion for the city. We are now at a 53,000 population. Need to get to 60 for the final goal of the megalopolis. Almost there, and we can finally place down all of our monuments. Not bad at all. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, make sure you hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.